Alrighty, well, FOG Andrew here from the Family of Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome video. This is going to be my Unmatched 2024 year in review. I'm going to be talking about the 4 boxes that we got this year for Unmatched. Now, if you don't know anything about Unmatched, which, I mean, at this point you should, it's one of my favorite board games that we play here at Family of Gamers. I love the game so much. It's a top tier, great game. And this, for 2024, last year, we got 12 new characters. And then we also got a Kickstarter for Unmatched that won't be fulfilled, I think, until the end of this year. So, which is the first thing I'm going to be talking about, because we don't have a physical box for that yet. And then I'll move on to talking about the actual boxes we got. But we got the Unmatched Adventures Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kickstarter for Unmatched. Now, really, really big. Honestly, I think I was more hyped for that than the Marvel boxes that came out. Ninja Turtles lends itself super well to to Unmatched, I think. And to make it Unmatched Adventures, where you're fighting Shredder and Krang as the 2 villains, perfect idea. And the Kickstarter offered hero decks for Shredder and Krang, so you could actually play as them. Now, there was a little bit of controversy because I did a video saying that I think that some of the stuff was overpriced for what you get. It was like over $300 just for cosmetic models and stuff like that, which doesn't really add a lot to the game gameplay wise. You're just paying another $150 or whatever it was for models. You know, I ended up just getting the main box with the extra hero decks. That's all I got for it. So now that box should hopefully be coming out at the end of 2025. I got to double check when the fulfillment will start, but nonetheless, I'm super excited for that. But the boxes that we did get this year were Sun's Origin, Slings and Arrows, The Witcher, Steel and Silver, and The Witcher Realms Fall. So let's take a look first at Sun's Origin. So Sun's Origin was the box that Coach was super excited to get because it comes with 2 historical Japanese figures from Japan's history, I should say. Really cool to get like real characters. I mean, the only real characters we got are, let's think about this, Bruce Lee and Shakespeare, I guess. Those are the only real life characters that we've gotten in Unmatched. I might be drawing a blank. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, I mean, look, cool to get samurai for Unmatched, of course. You got Oda Nobunaga, and then you have Tomoe Gozen as 2 fighters in this set. And not only that, you get a pretty cool board, the Azuchi Castle here, which has this kind of spiral-esque design where it kind of goes down the middle. Overall, Tomoe is a single solo character, and Oda has 2 6 health sidekicks, which is kind of the first of its kind, basically. The 2 sidekicks having their own separate dials. We've had Yanenga have two health sidekicks, but not to this degree of health. Oda, I think, is a pretty fun character to play. Tomoe is also a pretty fun character to play, even though being solo, a solo fighter, and being ranged for Tomoe. Very cool. I have had fun playing both, and I think this box and the next box we'll talk about is what Unmatched is, I think, supposed to be. This is just 2 random characters from history or fiction or whatever, and they're fighting. That's what I think Unmatched is meant to be, and this is the epitome of that. I love this box. It's pretty good, and even the board is good as well. Next up on the list is Slings and Arrows. So this was also kind of a, I guess, controversial box because there was some talks of the characters not being the best, and then there was some talks about characters being overpowered, and I didn't really make a decision until I got the box. What I did notice that all the characters are very similar in one way, and that is they are all very crunchy. Now, a lot of people, when I talked about this box, didn't understand what the word crunchy meant. What I mean is they are crunchy as in like they have a lot to them. They have a lot to each character. You know, each character in this box adds an additional thing to their ability. So Shakespeare has his iambic pentameter, where you have an extra line of cards basically that you're lining up. And it's a little tough to line it up, but when you do, it really gets the job done. Titania has just a small deck of extra cards that grant you extra abilities. Titania is probably my second favorite in the box. My favorite is the Wayward Sisters, definitely, because you have their like cauldron, and you're putting cards into this discard pile, and then you can have spells go up, which can have different effects. Very, very fun to play the Wayward Sisters and kind of screw the other players. Probably the Wayward Sisters are my favorite to play in this box, I gotta say. And then Hamlet might be my least favorite to play in the box, but he has an extra token where he can to be and not to be, and they can flip back and forth. But this is not a full video talking about slings and arrows here. The point that I'm trying to make is that all the characters add an additional, not just ability to their character, but it's adding a new thing. A new thing. You got a little board, you got extra cards, you got a token, you got it's another thing. And I did say, for people that are just getting into Unmatched, or you're not really like into board games, that Slings and Arrows probably is not the best box to start with. I even had some of my friends one of my friends wanted to play Shakespeare, and I told him, he's a little complicated. Maybe try to go for another one. He's like, I think I got it. And he didn't really understand it too much. He was a little confused with how the iambic pentameter works, but it was his first time playing Unmatched anyway, so I don't blame him. But that being said, not only are the characters pretty cool in the deck, and they're crunchy. I do like this board as well, the Globe Theater. Pretty cool. On the other side, it's just the the rings for the colors. But I mean, overall, I liked Slings and Arrows. I thought it was a pretty good box. The characters are fun to play, and again, the crunchiness for me being having every Unmatched box that's out there, the crunchiness and complicatedness of the characters in the box didn't really bother me that much. It just makes them more fun for me to play. So next up, we just had the release of the Witcher sets for Unmatched. We have Steel and Silver and Realms Fall. I'm going to talk about Steel and Silver first by itself, and then I'll talk about Realms Fall after that. So Steel and Silver comes with Geralt, Ancient, Leshen, and Ciri as the three characters in this box. And then you could pre-order on Restoration King's website the two boxes. You get like extra foil cards and then an exclusive mini of Geralt in the bathtub. The Geralt in the bathtub and the extra cards don't really, didn't really care for, to be honest with you. But the box itself, I think, is pretty good. And I know I was complaining about the IP-based sets in my Unmatched wish list video from last summer. But I do think this is a solid box. I think Geralt is fun, has some interesting abilities, and then to kind of deck build, it's also cool. Ciri, I think, is also pretty good with her, special, she kind of builds up her power and then can use her cards to get additional abilities. And then the Leshen is cool. Very interesting play style. The way I kind of figured is like he kind of hangs back and then kind of stays at like a range distance and kind of just stays as far away as possible. And then the wolves kind of come in and out of the board depending. And the model for Leshen is also cool. The main thing that I was very excited about this box is that here we have Kaer Morhen, which is a board with these one-way passages. So those are back from the Raptor Paddock, which is cool. But on the other side, it's not the same board with the rings. we have here, this is the Fairland Forest. So between the two Witcher boxes that we got this year, 4 new boards. Love that. Give me more of that. I love not only the getting so many characters, but getting so many boards. That is also a plus. But yeah, I mean, I think that, again, like I said, if getting the IP based boxes is not a bad thing, but I do want to see more non IP based boxes. But getting The Witcher is cool, and both boxes released at the same time, so we got both boxes. All right, so Realms Fall here, the second Witcher box that came out for Unmatched. Well, it comes with Philippa, comes with Eridan, and it comes with Yen and Triss. Now, Yen and Triss is an interesting character because it's not like a cloak and dagger situation, which is what I thought it would be, but instead you get to pick Yen. If you pick Yen to be your hero, then Triss is the sidekick, and if you pick Triss to be the hero, then Yen is your sidekick, and then you get 2 different abilities depending on who you pick as your hero. So that's kind of cool. Kind of, before the game starts, you get to kind of pick your play style. Same thing with Geralt. You have that get to deck build almost. Eridan and Philippa, to me, playing them, seeing how they're played, seem to be underpowered. I played a game, a free-for-all game with Ryan and Chris, and Chris took Leshen, I took Eridan, Ryan took Geralt. Eridan was the first to die almost right away. I don't know what it is. I don't know what, I don't know if his enraged ability should be a little bit more like he can do a little bit more damage or can move faster. I don't know what it is with him, but he just seemed very underwhelming to me. And same thing with Philippa. I mean, I kind of thought oh, maybe Philippa, they shouldn't even have done Philippa and done a different character, like a monster or something like they did Leshen. But yeah, I feel like, honestly, if they didn't do Realms Fall, I wouldn't have been mad. If they only came out with one Witcher box and it was Geralt, Ciri, and then Yen and Triss as the 3 characters in the box, I wouldn't have been mad. I feel like Eridan and Philippa just aren't as good and aren't as powerful as I thought they would be. And I could be playing them completely wrong. So if you have like how you think they should be played, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm interested to see what everybody thinks. What I do like is the 2 boards. Here we have the Streets of Novigrad, which is cool, and then you have Naglfar, which is is one boat. This is the upper deck, this is the lower deck, and you can move through the different spaces and come out into the bottom deck of the ship. So I think that that is a really, really cool mechanic. It's like secret passageways, but you can't just go anywhere. You have to go depending on the symbols and the icons. So I very much like the boards, and again, getting 2 new boards instead of just 1 is a very cool thing that they're doing, and I really hope that they continue to do that. And I think they need to bring back the items from the Marvel boxes, because those were really fun. I liked those a lot. But yeah, I mean, the Realms Fall box just seemed kind of underwhelming for me. But that's just what I think. It's my opinion. Well, that is all the boxes that. Well, those are all the boxes that we got this year for Unmatched. Now, I'm not going to rank them, which I was going to do, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really know where to put them. I think Realms Fall is probably my least favorite out of all of them. But Steel and Silver, Slings and Arrows, and Sun's Origin, I thought they were all pretty good boxes. Slings and Arrows, has that challenging level to the characters, I guess. I don't want to say crunchy because people didn't know what crunchy meant, I guess, or didn't know what I meant by that. So, but yeah, I mean, which out of these 4 boxes, which is your favorite and which is your least favorite? And again, if you guys think that Philippa and Eridan are the greatest characters in Unmatched. Let me know why down in the comments below, because I'm very curious. I want to know what you guys think on these boxes and everything about these bad boys right here. Love Unmatched. I love Unmatched. But that's it, guys. I have other Unmatched videos on the channel here. We got gameplay videos, unboxings, and reviews. So go check those out. Got some good stuff coming out in the future as well. And yeah, guys, that is it. I'll see you in the next one.